All right. So the easiest way to melt the chocolate is the double boiler method. So a big old pot of hot water on high to medium heat. High to get it boiling, medium once it's going, and then you're gonna stir in some milk chocolate and semi-sweet chocolate together. I bought these molds originally to do hot chocolate bombs, and they're way too tiny. So I thought these would work instead. So you're going to put in your melted chocolate, and I used a paintbrush because it just made sense to me to swirl the chocolate all around the shells of the mold here to get them nice. So what I did is I took half the chocolate and put it in half the mold and used the other half of the mold and kind of painted it along. We got all the chocolate inside. I swirled the paintbrush around to make sure that every surface inside of the mold is covered. And we have that nice smooth application once we peel the desserts away from the shells. I do this for my own sanity, and you'll see at the end how it benefits. But since I'm using a platter to kind of hold it together so that I'm transporting between the freezer, I put down parchment paper so that it can collect any excess chocolate throughout this process. Now, I turn the molds upside down to ensure that while they're solidifying, no excess chocolate is being stuck. And then this is going for our next topping. We have some sweetened coconut flakes and half a cup or half a can of sweetened condensed milk. And this one's very simple. I wanted kind of a Mounds inspired one, so I came up with this. Now my second topping, now that that's all set and done, is going to be a cookies and cream, almost like an Oreo truffle inspired one, but it's going to be chunkier. I went ahead and beat about 16 Oreo cookies. These are double stuffed ones, so you're definitely getting that cream action. And I pretty much crushed them as best as I could with a wooden rolling pin. So you see there's nice big chunks in there. So you're going to put that into a mixing bowl. And with that, you are going to add in a block of cream cheese and about 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I take the cream cheese and start smashing that in to the cookie pieces. And then I'm going to switch to a rubber spatula to get the excess cream cheese out of the hooks and get that mixed together as a nice, we're going to say a nice mixture, not even really a paste. And then these are nice and hardened now, so I'm going to start with the coconut mix first. So we're going to get that in, and since it's more of a moldable, since the evaporated milk will make it more of a form, you can scoop it in and then press it into the mold and get the shape as flat as you can. Next, we're going to take that cookie mixture. This one you have to be careful with because you have to smush it in, and it's going to be ridgy and bumpy, but do the best that you can. Now we're going to put an excessive amount of chocolate onto the bottoms of each of these. The reason why I did so much chocolate is because I wanted to ensure that every nook and cranny was definitely covered. And after I put what I thought was a good amount of chocolate on, I scraped it all off and tried to smooth out the edges as best as I could. Then I went back and just spot checked anything. And as you notice, the wax paper is now gone. I took that and the excess chocolate and put that back in the bowl that was on top of the stove. So now that I put them back in the freezer to firm up for the last time, I peel it a little bit, give it a little edge test, and then pop it up from the center. And we have this amazing smooth ball. So what I did is I also decorated these a little bit for my husband. I did the Valentine's Day sprinkles and just a little dollop because I felt like it really wasn't needed to do a lot since it was just us. And then I cut in the middle because I couldn't even wait to do the cross section for this. I'm not going to lie. My personal favorite was the coconut ones, but the Oreo truffle cookies and cream one also really hit the spot. Now, I will see you in my next video. Have a good day.